Welcome to a short video on outlines. There are lots of questions about outlines every single term, so I want you to see what I expect from you for this particular assignment and to see what my expectations are for you for the future, because each of the ideas that we use in class are not just for our class and our papers, but they are hopefully to set you up to be successful in using these items for projects throughout the rest of your college education, throughout your work life, and any way that you see fit from now on. So the aim and purpose of our outlines is to communicate. You are going to start laying the groundwork for what you're going to work on, and it's an opportunity to explore. We're not talking about things set in stone, we're just talking about exploring. So the purpose for you is that you start to put things on paper. You start to see what you have and where you're going. It can feel really nerve-wracking. It's that first step to inviting me into your writing. And anytime that we do this, we're going to be uncomfortable. We don't know each other well yet, but by the end of term, we do get to know one another. So this first step of inviting me in can definitely be a little nerve-wracking. But remember that I'm here to support you. I'm here to be a part of what you're doing. So negativity is not part of my game. That's not what I bring to the table, and it's not what I'm going to share with you. So for me, when you start working on this outline, it is an opportunity to discuss and share. The main goal is that you begin to see me as a teammate. We are going to work together to get the outline, to get the drafts, to learn all of the different concepts for class. And so every single person's outline is going to be a little bit different, and it's going to give me the chance to see where you are, what you're doing, and what exactly we need to work on together. So it's about teamwork and support. Remember that this is a rough draft. I think one of the most difficult parts of this is that everyone feels very committed, that you've given me an outline, you've put something on paper, and that you are now going to be obligated to utilize that and to utilize that in exactly the order you thought of this first day. It's absolutely not true. An outline is just the beginning. You're going to start to share possibilities, ideas. You're going to see what you have, what you're missing, what directions you may want to go. We may keep everything, we may keep nothing, and anywhere in between. But you are absolutely not obligated to keep anything that is on your outline. It's a starting point. It is rough. You're just going to start sharing ideas. So I wanted to look at two examples that we have in our course shell. So first we have an outline checklist, and that checklist is written in the shape of an outline. So I want you to see what one could look like. And then we have our overwhelming APA outline. This is excessive. It's going to show you everything that you could do. So obviously most of the time everyone's not going to do everything. They're going to use the pieces that are useful to them. But I want you to see what kind of pieces are there and how available they are. So on this outline checklist, we start to list things. Notice that we have Roman numerals 1, 2, and 3 talking about outlining. And then our next subheading are capital letters, and then we go to Arabic numerals, and then you'll notice in a couple of places we start to use lowercase letters. So we're showing you sort of the depth that you can go to. Notice that not every single part goes all the way to lowercase letters. We're using what we need. So sometimes we need a Roman numeral. We're not going to use very much else. Sometimes we need, A, B, and C. Sometimes we go A through E. It depends. It is what you are working on and what you're seeing. There's a lot of variety that can happen here. So the ideas of a checklist are here, and you're going to apply those ideas by writing your very own. So the APA outline, again, it's excessive. It covers everything. You may not use all of this for any paper ever. But I want you to look at the first page and the last page, because these are going to follow you through. So you're going to start filling them out. You're going to start with your cover page. You're going to put information in that, and that's going to go to your next draft. It's going to keep staying with you. So this is a great opportunity to get my feedback on any references that you have. I start to see what you have, how you're presenting it, and then I can support you. So by the time you get to your final draft, we will have discussed these references ad nauseum until you're ready to really put them out there. You will know how to format them. You'll be comfortable with that. You'll know what kind of quality they have. All those different aspects are things that we will slowly but surely be working through. So you're going to put things down here. They may not be APA yet. They may not be right, but you're going to keep doing it until we get all of the pieces. Okay, so back to the main part. You'll notice here that we have a Roman numeral 1. Then we start to lay out what could be in an introduction. Notice that we have capital letters for A through H. That's a lot of information, and I don't expect you to have it all right now, but the purpose is for you to say, this could be in an introduction. Is it going to be in yours? Maybe not. We don't know. But right now we're going to start to plug in any pieces that we have. We're going to start asking questions. We're going to say, a credibility statement. What is that? Do I need that? And then we'll be able to discuss whether or not your paper needs it and what it would look like if you needed it, or if you don't need it, what it could look like in the future. So we're going to go through all those different pieces, and we're going to be able to see what you have, what you need, and where you're going. Obviously, they may change. They may be very different by the time we're done with this entire setup. But put anything you can into it, and that gives me the opportunity to be your teammate and to step into those gaps. There are lots of different things I like to share with you, from going to the library and recording searches that I'm working on for you, to sharing searches that I find. I can gather documents to share with you, to walking you through useful websites. There are just so many things, and as long as you start filling this out, as long as you start sharing ideas, then I have an open door to meet you where you are and to support your learning in this course. So explore outlines. Remember that you are not obligated to keep anything that is in here, but that you are considering it, you're exploring the possibilities, and you're trying. And that is what I'm looking for. So have fun with it. Don't see it as something scary. See it as a possibility. And I'll see you out there.